Okay, zippers. Chapter 8 to 18. Part G. We're continuing. Let's do a little musical intro first. I love music. Okay, let's continue. So, I believe Herschel is cross-examining Meryl's sister. Yeah, the one who's the elixir helped her get cured. Okay. Marie is her name. She had severe low-functioning autism, and the elixir seemed to cure her of it because her brother smuggled some out from Annex Systems. And yeah, it's Herschel cross-examining. Okay, here we go. All right. Amazing. Did you require a speech pathologist to help you get to where you are today? Nope. Again, it's as if everything in my mind that wanted to come out was freed. Almost within an hour of ingesting this formula. Okay. Then the control of your tongue, your lips, your jaw even, they've all since then cooperated with, I guess, your brain. Miraculously. I'd have to say yes, by all means. Auditory memory, I'm fine there too. Okay then, no further questions. Thank you, Ms. Welch. You've been kind and patient. What, that's it? That's right, Ms. Welch. And again, my entire team, my friends, are so very happy for you. I hope your Christmas continues to be as joyful. I'm going to turn this off. Oh, okay. I can still see. You can't see that. Okay. Thank you, Marie said haltingly as she joined her brother in the back of the room. The defense would like to call back to the stand Dennis D. Fairbanks. I do, announced the large man as he took his seat. Well, good afternoon once again, sir. We have to stop meeting like this, Mr. Tarpon. Herschel smiled. Mr. Fairbanks, in writing, each of your employees are required to sign off any legal rights to properties they work on in the area of research and development. Is that right? You got it. Thanks for making this easier. But when working in a team environment, California law requires a term of credit to be given if such a term is determined to be worthy of a patent. Section 10E3-C17, paragraphs 4 and 5. Excuse me, mind if I ask what exactly is your concern here? Asked Denny, interrupting. Herschel smiled. I'll ask the questions, Mr. Fairbanks. Look, continued Denny, if you're trying to say that Jacob and Pepper, or Elise, were part of the same team, you're dead wrong. How so, sir? The work Jacob was laboring so hard on for some 3 years was his work alone. When we saw he was getting nowhere, we replaced him. We did. He didn't choose who would take his place. We replaced him with your, sister, your cousin? Cousin. Your cousin, Elise Tarpon, had nothing to do with Jacob's work. Jacob was dead in the water when your cousin took over his work. So, then you admit that it was Pepper's work that got Annex Systems to the multi-million, possibly multi-billion crossroads you find yourselves in today, with her autism research breakthroughs. Denny breathed in sharply and chuckled. Oh, no. If it wasn't for Jacob's findings, inadequate as they were, she wouldn't have had a single gold star on her report card, Mr. Tarpon. No, your cousin, I'm sorry, was not eligible to be part of that teamwork clause you're referring to. And yet, you just got through telling the court, despite the minor detail about Jacob and Elise never working in the same office together, nor during the same time frame, that if it weren't for the 3 years of Stage A, inadequate as it was when Elise came on board, that Plan B, as it were, totally sewn up by my cousin, never would have come to fruition. Without Jacob's preliminary primitive moves, the work Pepper did would not have been accomplished. The ineligible Plan B, as it were, we've all seen, which we witnessed so convincingly by Ms. Welch's testimony. Herschel's sarcasm was not missed by anyone. Denny was determined not to let this slip away, even if that meant committing perjury, to stop these wheels from squeaking any further. Now, you listen to me here. There were 18 people who worked with both Jacob and Elise. If Jacob and Elise deserve royalties, credit, whatever, so do those other 18 researchers and technicians. They all made WMW-AUT 101 a reality. And how many of those 18 employees did you also lay off just before you made your announcement of MW-AUT to the public? 17. But that just shows you how fair we were. Denny was shouting now. Fair? Yes, we were downsizing. They deserved as much credit as Jacob and Elise. The 19th and 20th employees you laid off. Herschel turned to the judge. I have no further questions, Your Honor. Denny was asked to remain as his lawyer, Ms. Sternum, stepped up. Mr. Fairbanks, I believe you were trying to tell us about those 18 researchers. Did their dismissals have anything to do with your discovery that the formula was also found to open the channels between interspecies communications? Well, yes. Yes, that's what I was getting to. Marissa Olden, Joe Hummer, who was the 18th original research person, incidentally, Julius Edwards, and Merrill Welch all started our own research team. In fact, the people I just mentioned found out that our AUT formula, patented by Annex Systems, also has a remarkable effect on non-human brains, their speech and cognitive abilities. Jacob looked at Pepper and then at Herschel. They knew this was coming. They knew they were the ones who stole the 24 vials and notes. They knew they had enough time to figure out the same MW-AUT 101 concoction would also work on animals and animal communication. Jacob then looked at his fourth team member. Zippers was growling. That's the end of chapter 18. And a good place to close. You can get the book at... Thanks, good night, and God bless America.